What's up, YouTube? We are back at the airport. This is my third or fourth airport pickup for today. And I got a good question that came in. And I know most drivers do a lot more sitting around than I do. They do way more sitting around than I do. I don't like to sit around and do nothing waiting for requests to come in. But there is a little bit of downtime, whether you're sitting stationary or you're on the move driving to another location to go and find some requests to pick up people. Question came in, what do you do during your downtime to maximize your time? And it's a great question because I am not somebody that sits around and wastes time when I'm driving. So a few different ideas, a few different things that I do is, number one, I am a audible.com subscriber through Amazon. So I have audiobooks that I listen to. That's the first thing, is even when I'm not sitting around, when I'm going between requests from one location to another, I have audiobooks playing on my phone. So I'm constantly listening to somebody that knows something that I want to know and learning so that I can advance. So audiobooks is a key. I also have a Bible app on my phone, and I have reading apps on my phone, so I can literally read books on my phone if I am stationary and sitting and not moving, and I just feel like looking at something and reading. The other thing is I am a member of some online courses, and your phone plays video, or at least if you have a smartphone like I do. I have some LG smartphones. I use Android phones. I don't use an iPhone because these phones have awesome battery life and I like them. And I'm able to log into my back office for my courses. One is a real estate investing course, and the other one is Ty Lopez 67 Steps. If you follow my Instagram or you follow my YouTube or my blog at elliopotter.net, you know that I'm going back through Ty's 67 steps. So that's one of the things I do while I'm out driving rideshare, is I go through each one of his audio steps, because all 67 of them play on audio. So I don't have to watch video. I can just listen to audio as I'm driving. So I'm gaining from doing that. The other thing is I have an actual binder that I bring with me with real estate investing information, because that's what I'm learning, that's what I'm interested in right now. And I have a book from a successful real estate investor that I'm learning from, that I can actually whip out my paperback book in my vehicle during any downtime that I have and read that book. The other thing that I do is I watch YouTube videos. So YouTube is one of the best ways to get an education. You know, I often ask Google questions so that I can learn stuff that I want to know. And same thing with YouTube. I search for what I'm looking for, if it's about real estate investing or it's about, whatever it is that I'm interested in at the moment, I look it up and watch YouTube videos on it. So there's lots of different ways. If you're a student, you can take your homework with you and find ways to do your homework during your downtime. If you have a book to read, you can listen to that book via audio. If you have a course that you need to watch on video, you can watch videos when you're not driving. And there's a number of other things that you can do. You could take phone calls. You could talk to family, friends, customers, clients, other people that you're doing business with or that you want to set up business with. Make those phone calls while you're driving. Now, don't make those calls with your phone in hand unless you're stopped and pulled over somewhere. But like on my car, I have Bluetooth in my vehicle, so I can answer phone calls, I can make phone calls, I can hang up the phone, I can increase my volume or lower my volume. So phone calls is another thing that I do in between rides. One thing that I think is kind of rude that I don't do, it's not as professional, is being on the phone, taking those phone calls with passengers in your car. Now, I know a lot of drivers drive around, they have a Bluetooth earpiece in their ear, or they're using Bluetooth on their vehicle, or they have a cord earpiece, and they're on the phone talking to people while they are driving rideshare and picking up passengers and dropping them off. I don't do that because I'm a 5-star driver, I'm a professional driver, and I want to spend the time with my passengers, connecting with them, having conversation with them if they choose, and building rapport. Why? Because number one, you have all kinds of interesting people that are getting in and out of your vehicle, and the time that you have with them, whether it's a few minutes or it's a half hour or a couple hours, no matter how long the trip is, you have time to connect with them, to build rapport with them, to find out what they do, to find out who they are, and you never know what kind of connections you can make that can be of tremendous value to you. That's why I don't take phone calls and I don't make phone calls when I have passengers in my vehicle. So those are just some of the things that I do to maximize my time and not waste time. As you can see right now, we are number 4 in the queue. If you watched my previous video on airport arrivals, I do not sit in the airport queue unless I have less than 10 other cars in the queue. So we're number 4. One of the ways I'm maximizing my time right now is I'm making this video that you're watching. So there's lots of different things that you can do to not waste time, to use your time in a way that you can make money, in a way that you can get things accomplished that need to be done. You can fulfill your checklist. And while I'm at it, let me add this, because I do this also. Sometimes I'll pull over somewhere and I'll get out and I'll do some push-ups, or I'll do some sit-ups, or I'll do some squats, or I'll do some stretching. I'll touch the sky and touch the ground and, do some things, move around to be active so that I'm not just sitting around all day or all night or forever, however long I'm driving. If I have some downtime, I get out of my vehicle, I get the blood flowing in my legs and the blood flowing throughout my torso and the blood flowing throughout my limbs and move, because I want to burn calories, I want to stay fit, I want to be healthy, I don't want to be sedate. I don't want my legs and my body falling asleep, because then I'm going to be tired while I'm driving. So get out and move. That's another thing you can do in between passengers and pickups and drop-offs, is read a book, listen to an audio book, watch videos, watch YouTube videos, make phone calls, take phone calls, get out, move, exercise, do whatever you want to do, but maximize your time. Don't waste it.